Xiang's dumped me. Happy now?
Not exactly. And I won't even say I told you so.
You never had to. I knew it. I knew it, and I still fell for him. Like picking a scab or something. You know it's bad and it'll leave a scar, but it's so damn satisfying. Wouldn't have been so bad if it had all been about sex, you know? That I could have handled. I've been there. But he listened to me. He let me talk all night. Asked just the right questions at the right times. Let me out of myself. And now he's finished with me. And it's not even like he's going off with another woman. So I had something to point my anger at. He stumped me so that he can go kill himself.
What?
Turns out Xiang's been worming his way into a foglet community and saving for the change. He's going to be downloaded today. He dumped me last night, and today he's gonna kill himself.
Downloading is pretty fucking far from suicide, Shannon.
All I know is that they're gonna dump his mind into a bunch of machines the size of a fat virus and then burn his body. Sounds like death to me.
Did he invite you to the change?
No.
I think you should see the change. Give me 2 shots of potato schnapps real chilled.
For God's sake, why?
1, to prove to yourself he's not dying. 2, to tie off the whole bloody stump of the relationship. 3, because you've obviously never seen a downloading, and everybody should. 4, because you're going to write my next week's column. I'm going to have them strip off my byline and lay yours in, and you'll get the fee. And you're going to write about your boyfriend's downloading. Know the name of the specific community is joining?
Autumn Rainfall.
Great. I was worried that it'd be a new community formed after I went away, but Rainfall is one of the originals. Phone, give me the human telecon interface for Tico Cortez, Autumn Rainfall Nanohuman Community. Put it through the TV.
Good morning!
Tico, I'll be damned. You haven't changed your false face in 5 years. It's Spider Jerusalem, Tico.
Good God, you have changed. What happened to your hair, man?
Accident with a shower. Listen, how have you been, man?
Much the same. Stupid question, Spider.
Yeah, I guess. Look, I could use a favor, Tico.
Anything.
My assistant's boyfriend is getting downloaded into your tribe later today. Xiang something?
Xiang Wai. Have my doubts about him. He's queer for machinery. Has an arrest for masturbating over supermarket shelf stacking systems. But he seems good at heart.
Masturbating over what?
Well, she's never seen a downloading. Xiang didn't invite her, and, well, I was wondering...
I see where you're going. Yeah, I think she should see it. Closure's always a good thing in downloadings, for everyone. Our download suites are at 1090 First and Schweitzer. Can you both be here at 3?
Done. Thanks, Tico.
My pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you again, Spider.
Okay, Shannon, here's how we'll do it. I'll buy you lunch at that German place you said was too expensive for you, and then we'll come back here and get changed.
I want to stay here.
And when you dress, be showy. Downloadings are always very grand occasions, and the Foglets love to see us regulars making the effort.
That guy on the phone, he was a foglet?
Tico? Sure. Oh, I see. No, that wasn't his face. That was what he used to look like. Now come on, we're going to get a stack of Rybers taller than you, with plenty of salt and lots of wheat beer.
Ooh, my boyfriend's left me. Let's celebrate by plugging up my fucking arteries.
It really all got started with a guy called Hans Moravec. It's him who coined the word downloading. He was born Swiss, but brought up in Canada, which probably explains why one day he woke up with the question, would intelligent robots be like people, or would they be people? Moravec was queer for robots in the worst way, not unlike your Xiang, which explains why he woke up with that question rather than beating down his morning hard unlike the rest of us. Well, he got to thinking, if a guy has a prosthetic leg, is he still human? Sure, it still does the same job, does what you tell it to. So how about if he had 2 artificial legs, artificial arms, a plastic heart, carbon fiber bones, artificial neurons? Where do you stop being human? Moravec figured you just didn't, then made the next leap. You could put a human mind into an entirely artificial body, and that person would still be a person. You could download a mind from out of its, let's face it, eminently crappy, badly designed human body and into a seriously useful and functionally immortal artificial form. Now, I know you have a different perspective right now, but I think that's a brilliant idea. And then, of course, the body perverts got involved. They point out that if it's the pure human mind that makes the artificial form human, then the form itself doesn't have to look
Get off
human.
my fucking back, you mouthy bastard.
Why be boring? Why not have some fun with the idea? I mean, this is post-biological man we're talking about here. Oops. Here we are. Ain't it pretty? Come on, Tico'll be waiting.
I ain't going.
Tico! Tico
Going, ain't
Cordes!
going.
Spider, you look like someone nailed a bat to your throat.
Hey, I made the effort. Display your invisible ass for my assistant. Shannon, meet my old friend, Tico Cordes. Oh, grow a face, you rude bastard.
Sorry, Spider never gave me your name, Miss...
Yarrow. Shannon Yarrow. You're... You look like a pile of dust.
Why, thank you. You look very pretty, too.
Wasn't a compliment, Shannon. Treat him like Mexican smog, okay?
You've never seen a foglet human, have you?
No.
In this day and age... Okay, no matter. Let's start simply. Touch me.
Tickles.
That's my electrical field. I'm a billion tiny machines, strung together by lightning, hanging in the air, just like you. Let me show you. I'm a billion of these, foglets, small enough to move atoms around. Your homemakers are full of things like these. You take air and food and water and make muscle and nutrients. I take air and dirt and whatever else is around and make anything I want. And it's not magic, it's human tools.
I work for him, is all. It's not like he's my friend or anything.
Spider's a dirty bastard and a moral vacuum, but you couldn't have a better friend.
Uh-huh, but back in the real world, there's something I don't get. Your mind is downloaded out of your head and somehow spread across 1,000,000 foglets. I get that. What I don't get is why. If you're bored of your body, you could buy a new one, or temp, or even go transient. Why become dust?
I don't know, Shannon. What do you think we're giving up? Feeling? Listen, I can feel every tiny eddy in the air we're moving through. Can you? I don't have to shit anymore. What are you not giving up?
And this is why I wanted you to meet Tico. He's blunt, he's a show-off, he's rude, he's human.
Alright, this is the floor the download suites are on. Follow me.
Follow that smog, Shannon. Ask him as many questions as you like. He's stuck here until the wind changes.
Alright, without being blunt or rude, we make miracles happen, Shannon. Everything is made from atoms, and we just move atoms around until we get what we want, just like a maker. To you, it seemed like that lily appeared out of thin air, and it did. It was built from thin air. We like that. We have no physical needs. All we have to do is amuse ourselves. Being regular humans can get in the way of that. Zhang wants to work miracles and play forever in the fields of the city. Try to think of it like that.
Xiang.
Xiang, this is Sher Golovko. I'll be overseeing your downloading. Are you ready?
I've been ready for this ever since the first orgasm I ever had. Get me out of here.
I'm afraid he can neither see nor hear you. We think it important to protect his sense of privacy during the download. My friend Sehe is there with him. You can't see her. She's in a widespread pattern that makes her invisible. Hell, you can only see me because I've drawn myself in tight enough to block the light.
Would you please shut up for a minute?
She's one pretty tight.
Her boyfriend's turning himself into nothing heavier than a cough on the other side of that glass. Get some perspective.
I liked you better when you had hair.
I liked you better when you had a face I could hit.
Here's the cloud we prepared for him. As it falls onto him, its autonomous functions will activate. It'll start precipitating through his skin, start reading his body.
Okay, it always looks worse than it is at this point.
There we go. His entire mind has been read out of his brain now, and is hanging within the new cloud of foglets they dropped on him. He's waking up in there.
You see, they don't incinerate the old body, they recycle it. Xiang's using the chemical energy of his old body to kickstart the foglets like a doctor slapping a baby's ass.
Here he comes. He's got lightning for nerves and fairy dust for a body. There he is.
Kind of changed the procedure a bit in 5 years, haven't you? What happened to the drinks, the music, the chat, the grand occasion?
We decided it was all a bit too regular for us.
Zhang, look at you. You've locked the door behind you, Zhang. Don't get any second thoughts now.
Pretty.
Isn't it? What's happening in there, Tico?
Well, essentially, without getting into heavy physics or anything, Xie and Zhang are having sex.
Well, for fuck's sake, Tico.
You want me to lie to her?
Keep the faith in my logic, so I can't afford to look back at this mess I've made so far. I'll suffer in shame and scars, and I'm drinking nothing inside a closed fist and anger. I've got nothing better to do. It wouldn't last here anyway. I'm sure I'd find some way to break